If you check out a few of my recent videos, you'll know that I picked up a few pairs of Adidas' ZX models over the past few months. I've grown very fond of Adidas' ZX line, and they are really great runners to have in your collection, or rather trainers, as they'd say over in Europe, which is where they're definitely more coveted. I'm not big on streetwear or hype brands at all, so I'm shocked to have even grabbed this pair. But I do love the ZX line, and I'll always try to seek out pairs if I can find a good deal. And by luck of the draw, I came across this pair of the Undefeated x Bape x Adidas Consortium ZX 5000 from 2013. Starting with this cream colored box, it has a real premium feel to it. I know it's just a box, but there's a certain weight and structure to it. It almost feels like a box you'd expect to come with a designer sneaker. Taking a look at the size tag, you'll see that they're in a size 10, which worked out perfectly because I find that the sneakers fit a little tight and would recommend going up half a size. Additionally, you'll see the style code and the colorway, which I won't even bother to pronounce. And next to that, you'll see the original store tag, and these had a hefty $180 retail price back in 2013. Finally getting to the sneakers now, the use of materials on here is absolutely crazy. Throughout the sneakers is a blend of what I want to say is suede and nubuck. There's just a nice, soft feel to every single panel, and particularly at the toe box, the material on there is just so plush and full. I bought these in used condition obviously, and for being 7 years old now, they've held up great. Throughout the toe cap, tongue, mid panels, and back of the sneakers is this classic Bape camo pattern. From a distance, it looks like any other sort of camo print, but moving in closer you could find imprints of the famous Bathing Ape logo, hence the coined term of Bape camo. And speaking of the classic Bathing Ape, you get a nice instance of it at the back heel of the right shoe, and on the left is the Undefeated logo. Both are in this gold foiling, which really adds a pop in paying homage to both boutiques. The three stripes at the mid panels are in this red, white, and blue, which I'm particularly excited about because I have a pair of Adidas Tiro sweatpants in that same makeup. Moving over a bit, we have a set of olive laces to complement the overall earthy tones of the sneakers. The seller I bought these from didn't have the additional sets of khaki and cream laces, but that's fine because I prefer the olive green laces anyway. On one lace tip reads Undefeated, and the other a Bathing Ape, which is another nice detail to the sneakers. And obviously being a ZX sneaker, there's an Adidas torsion logo at the lace dubray. Below the white midsole is this gum outsole, which is one of my favorite details on the sneakers. I've said it time and time again, but I'm such a sucker for a gum bottom. And while down there, you'll find the standard traction pattern that you'd find on any other ZX runner, as well as the contrasting red torsion bar. Being a ZX runner, the obvious actual use case of these is for running, so as you'd expect, they're pretty comfortable. So this pair is supposedly super limited, and only certain stores and boutiques with Adidas Consortium accounts got in a handful of pairs. There's not much more information as far as release goes that I was able to find, and that's just because there wasn't a lot to go around. These were announced originally in 2012, but were delayed and didn't release until 2013. This pair of ZXs, along with two pairs of the Adidas Campus 80s, came out in a pack to celebrate the 20th anniversary of A Bathing Ape. You could go ahead and grab these on the resale market, but the range of prices is pretty widespread. These go for a crazy range, anywhere between $300 and $500 depending on the condition and where you're looking. Obviously there aren't a lot of pairs to go around given they're 7 years old now, hence the higher resale prices. I tried for the Bape Ultra Boost and Pod 3.1 that came out in 2019, but didn't hit on them obviously, so this pair of ZX 5000s is sort of my redemption to both of those. I'm glad it worked out this way, because I love this pair of ZXs. I'd go as far as saying it's one of my favorites in my collection, which is saying a lot because I really don't have any ties to Bape or Undefeated. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Are you digging this pair? Is it something you even knew existed? And even beyond that, let me know what you think of the Adidas ZX collection in general. I personally have been loving it recently, and I think it's a great retro line to get into if you haven't already. If you're digging the content, let me know by dropping a like on the video, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. There's a lot more to come, so be sure to stick around. And oh yeah, follow me on Instagram @StuffDylanLikes to get more updates and see cool pictures. That's all for now though. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next video.